Um,
Uh,
I guess we just started.
let's do it, man.
So, hello, Malcolm.
Peace.
What's up?
What's good, man? I'm here. Finally.
Drinking that Chinese water?
Yo, there's some good stuff, man.
It's
People
good?
don't, man. I buy this thing by the gallons, man. Have it shipped
I
directly
only
to the
buy this
house.
brand.
Oh, yeah?
You know, they have a few brands, right?
Mm-mm. This was the one that stood out to me. So they doing a good job marketing. All right. It
Is
caught my
it, do you
eyes.
know the prices in the States? Like, is it cheaper here?
This brand?
No, like for example, a bottle of water, this is like
Two.
half a liter.
This
How
is like
much?
two R&B right here.
Yeah, how much would it be in the States?
This for a bottle of some water in the States,
Yeah.
definitely more than $2. So
Wow, dude.
yeah,
And that's 2 RMB.
yeah.
Wow.
I've seen even at going into like a little basketball game, or they sell you a cup of water for $3.50.
Yeah, but it's
And
games.
that's
Games
some
are
tap
different, right?
water. That's some tap water or something. A
Yeah.
bottle of water.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true,
yeah,
true.
man. It's like, man. I don't know. Probably. All right. Let's say this is two. This is two R&B. $2
Yeah.
for a bottle of water. You know, I know Gatorades could probably be like $1.50, $2. So
Wow.
yeah, $2 bottle of water. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely more expensive.
So, how long have you been in China for?
Now a year, man. A whole year. This is
Okay, I thought it was.
Beijing. Well, Beijing. Let me say Beijing for a year. I had the whole situation with the visa thing, trying to get back over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Where, but I only even then I was only here when I was here. I was only here for like 4 or 5 months.
Beijing.
Yeah. Well, out by
Shanghai.
Shanghai. Yeah, out by Shanghai. And once I was back in the States, stuck over there. Finally got back over here last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
January last year, and
COVID.
first year completed, full year completed here in China, Beijing, man. It was a good year, man. Hell of a year.
Yeah, man, it was tough. And I saw your videos on your channel actually
Yeah.
when you went to like the hospital in the States in San Francisco.
I was in San Fran.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
To
was,
get the health check for the visa and stuff.
and that was like my third time making that attempt. Because
Right.
it was the embassy in DC was making it real difficult.
Yes.
For you to get over here.
Of course.
So I had to finesse the system.
Yes.
Find an alternative route, because I'm like, I know the Chinese natives are able to hop on a flight and get back to China. I said,
Of
what are
course,
they
'cause
doing?
They are citizens, right?
Right, what they doing? What are they doing? How y'all getting health codes green, and everything is good on your end, but on mine is difficult. So I found out
Yeah.
a hospital, Chinese hospital, right
Yes,
here
yes.
in America, San Francisco.
Smart move,
I said,
smart move.
oh, okay.
Of course, it's theirs, right?
Let me take a peek inside here and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they try to make it difficult on purpose to limit the number of foreigners coming back, right? Because of COVID.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You know?
And I wouldn't disagree with that. Judging by past experience, it wasn't as difficult to travel from America to China before. So now it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why is it? So I would definitely consider that as being one of the reasons.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you think, but I think maybe it's about to end, this whole pandemic thing.
Man, I'm hoping so.
Like, we are on the right track, I would say.
Yeah, it's looking good. I feel like right now.
I'm not even sure,
Look,
but
check this out though.
I hope so.
This is my thinking. I feel like right now, even like, because it's New Year's
Yeah.
here in China.
Chinese New Year, yeah.
And they're locking things down. They're having all of these restrictions. Olympics is happening next month.
Yeah.
And
The Olympics, yeah, that's very important.
right. So my thought is that maybe what we're about to experience is uh, a lot of restrictions around this period, and then
Right.
things lighten up.
Yeah. Of course.
Come towards
Of course.
summertime.
But they've said it. Officially, they want a good Olympics. Of course.
Mm,
And I don't know if you followed the Summer Olympics in Japan
yeah, a little bit.
this summer, right?
Right.
And dude, it was crazy because they made a bubble for the athletes, the same thing as what Beijing is doing,
Mm,
but it spread to the population.
mm,
And the Japanese were so mad, man. They were so mad because they limited the numbers and because of the Olympics. So I think China is really scared of that. And they are right, like, rightly so, right? Because it's a risk for them. So I think it's great that they took the responsibility to keep the games on
mm-hmm.
because they could have canceled. They could have said, "Hey, look, it's too dangerous. Let's cancel." But of course, I understand you cannot just cancel the Olympics, right?
Right.
Well,
We'll see how it go, man.
yeah,
I'm in high hopes for this summer, man, to have a little bit more travel freedom.
yeah, me too.
You
Me
know,
too.
that's where my mind is when it comes to the summertime, man. But
Yeah.
we'll see how it go, man. What else, man? What's new, man? Talk to me.
Uh,
What's on
well,
our
I'm
minds?
I'm on holidays.
Mm,
I got 3 more weeks, so I'm really happy about this. Work is tough. I wouldn't say it's only in China. Like work is tough everywhere,
right.
especially in the teaching industry.
Mm,
Those kids, right? They are full of energy. And I don't know, man. It's just a difficult job. Like, it requires all you got,
mm.
I think. You know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. I think to be a teacher, I think a lot should go into your planning. You know, and if you planning out,
Prepare.
yeah, your preparation is crucial. You know, preparation will take you far. You know, and not make you so fatigued at the end of the day.
Right.
You know, if you well prepared, but if you're not, man, your days are going to seem so much longer
Right.
than they actually are and they actually should be.
Mhm.
You know, so I try my best, you know, to make sure that what I
Experience
want to
as
do
well,
is just
right?
lay it out. You know, it's laid out clearly. What's that?
Experience as well.
As far as teaching experience?
Yeah.
Oh, having
It helps.
experience?
It
Oh, yeah,
helps.
definitely.
Because you are an experienced teacher, you are
Yeah.
a certified teacher,
Facts.
you are you've worked in difficult neighborhoods in
Mm-hmm.
the states.
That's facts.
So that's great experience right there, right?
Yeah. So I definitely would say that experience plays a huge role in as well. You
Of
know,
course, it helps.
and being that I have a little bit of experience, you know, it gives me a step up on the on this
Game.
ability to teach youth. You know,
Right.
teach the youth. So
Definitely.
that's where we at with it.
So what made you come to China?
Oh, teaching, man.
Okay.
I had the
Wow.
so my situation back in the States was that I'm noticing that public education, which I was working in at the time, was just not progressing. You know, it was you get people, you know, trying to stand up to ask for change and to, you know, want to bring these different policies in
Mhm.
and want to change things,
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, the system just remains the same.
Right.
You know, and I'm just like, I know it's something more that to this teaching career,
Mhm.
you know, than just working in public schools for the next 30 years and
Okay.
getting to the point after 30 years, then I finally start making 80K and I could retire. And I'm just like, nah, there's more to it than that. You know,
How
so
about private schools in America?
uh, yeah, they exist. You know, but I was more interested in teaching abroad because of the foreign students that I had in in the public school system. So I had a lot of kids who spoke Spanish and parents that didn't speak any English. You know, so it was a point in my teaching career where I had took the initiative to learn a little bit of Spanish in order to hold parent-teacher conferences with the students, parents that I had in my class, or the parents of the students that I had in my class, and I was able to communicate. After my I want to say my second, third year teaching in the classroom, bought a book, started studying the Spanish language, and afterwards I'm like, man, I wonder what it's like to teach in these other countries.
Okay.
So the idea was sparked, and I'm
So why did you choose China over Thailand, like the usual destination,
I had no idea of teaching abroad. I had no understanding of it, and I was finishing grad school at the time, and once I finished, I started hitting search.
Okay.
Search. I started searching locations, or started investigating opportunities out of the country. But I was focused a lot on Spanish-speaking countries. So I looked into Spain. I looked into Mexico, Central and South America, and as I began to do the research on, I'm just like, oh, I see the benefits that they're offering teachers to teach at these different international schools, these private schools. Then I started to look over into. It wasn't everything that I wanted, so I started looking into the Asian countries, and I'm like, you are offering what?
Better benefits.
What the package deals were just
Sure.
So enticing, and the package deals were so attractive.
The most,
and I'm just like, oh man, let me go over here to this part of the world, and again, I have no knowledge, no understanding of life in China.
Sure.
I knew no one that lived over here, so it was like join Facebook groups, see what people talk about, see what's what.
I think you had the right mentality from the start, and I think from the community we know, the people we know, I don't think a lot of people did what you did.
Yeah.
That research, that mindset. A lot of people come here to just discover as they go. They don't really have a plan. I mean, some do, of course, right? But maybe in general they don't. They just come for the experience. They don't really have a goal. They certainly don't really think about their career like you do.
Right.
Because, I know this is your number one goal, right?
Right. This is why I'm here. I'm here because I wanted to gain teaching experience abroad. Yeah. And administrative experience, so... Yeah, I have my goals. I have pretty much my my objectives that I want to hit, while I'm over here, man. So, God willing, I'm able to get it done.
I think that's great, and as long as you have that mindset, it will happen, right?
Right.
Because there's a market for it. First, they need people like you in China, but also elsewhere. Administrators, people who love the job, people who want a career. I think that's very important. Set your goals, especially at a young age.
Right.
The younger, the better, right?
I'm trying to have. It's like an investment, man. So I'm trying to invest my time and my energy within my youth. And
smart.
Hopefully, I could reap the fruits,
right?
At my older ages, so we'll see how it go, man. We're gonna have some little Malcolms running around here in a little bit, so I gotta prepare for life like that, man. So
of course,
I
like that. That's what you gotta
feel
do.
Me?
So because I want to also let the audience know that we are friends.
Yeah.
Outside of this,
Talk about it. What's up, y'all?
So I know you are moving to Shanghai. This
Yeah,
is what
I'll be making a trip there.
So why do you want to move from Beijing to Shanghai?
Man, opportunity, so
This
the
man's
it's
focus.
not it's not it's not it's not just the area that I'm living in. It's the that list of objectives that I feel that the best place that I can accomplish those tasks. So
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah.
the opportunity presented itself for me to take on a position.
Okay.
For me to grow, and that's the thing. That's another thing. It's like when you take on roles or you start to do things, you need to ask yourself, how is this going to bring forth growth? If it's something that's just going to keep you at, and maybe that's maybe what you're looking for. You maybe you're
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
at something that's
Of
just to
course.
keep just to maintain,
Yeah.
just you're not trying to go lower, you're not trying to go higher, you're just trying to stay. But
Sure.
I'm looking to elevate. You
Sure.
know, and if I'm getting involved in a situation where this company is not allowing me to
Some
elevate,
people,
I can't vibe with it.
sure. Some people, they, I don't want to say they don't care about work, but it's not their priority in life. You know, maybe their social life is more important. Maybe they want to discover China. Maybe they are not here, like for their career. And I totally respect that. Like learn about the culture, maybe travel, experience China. So, yeah, I think that's also cool.
Yeah, I'm not knocking them. Even in my social life, if my social life isn't conducive to my growth, if it's not people around that's helping me improve, it's like what am I
Word,
really doing
word,
right
word. I
now?
like that. I
What you
like that.
doing?
I
You
like
know.
that.
So we
I like that a
gotta
lot.
trying to make improvements, man, daily,
Yeah,
man.
man.
And
Dude, I don't know what you think, but I just thought about this recently.
what's that?
I am 31 years old. How old are you?
33.
The same, right?
Uh huh.
So, I think, man, like our generation, we are late bloomers, man.
What do you mean
Do you
by that?
agree?
What do you mean by late bloomers? To do what? Bloom to do what?
To understand like what life is really about, like find a meaning in life, like that growth mindset.
Mm,
As we said earlier, the earlier you start, the better for your life. You
I,
might waste 10 years.
mm,
I mean, that's my opinion, right? I mean, it's never wasted, don't get me wrong, but like, maybe you will play around, maybe, you know what I mean?
mm,
You will party, you will, I'm not saying it's wasted because you can learn from everything,
right.
but I see people around us, they are maybe the same age as us, but they don't really think this way,
Right.
including when you said, I also want to grow um, within my social life,
Mm,
not just work.
right.
It's also social,
Right. I want to make
right?
right improvements. Right.
So that means maybe meeting new people.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to go outside your comfort zone because you know what, man. A lot of expats here
Mm,
stay with other expats,
that's it.
bro.
They stick to what they used to.
You know
Yeah.
what's the point? You go to China. You're American. You stay with other Americans.
Mm,
Just stay in the states, man.
right.
Just stay there. You know. Okay, I know it's not easy, right? Because there's this culture difference.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what do you think? Is it easy to make Chinese friends?
Uh,
Because that's the topic, right?
I think that talking with Chinese people. Well, let me say this: the ones that I've come in contact with, they are people who we share the same interests. So maybe we
That's cool.
both teach or we like to train, work out.
Okay.
And we end up connecting. Primarily on that level. And if the vibe is right. We continue. Continue with that connection and everything, and grow from there. So I wouldn't say it's difficult. I would say that it happens, at least for me, with people who share the same interests as me. So I don't know if it's difficult for a person to find someone to share the same interests. Or maybe the difficult part is you or that person taking the initiative to say hi, or just spark a conversation, in some ways. But you touched on a point before we got here, about purpose, and I think at least for me, I see a lot of people maybe moving around through Earth not knowing, what their purpose is just yet, and they're not actively seeking it. They want to know what is it that they should be doing, or how should they go about doing it. But it's not, to me, it's not like it's an everyday thing that I want to do this. I want to have. I need to start thinking about it more. How do I start thinking about my purpose? What questions need to be asked? And I remember thinking about this question as well, and it came to me as I was listening to a guy named Neely Fuller, and he spoke about purpose, thinking about what is the thing that all people experience here on this planet. And doesn't matter if you are a newborn or if you are a person who is 100+ years old.
Okay.
The thing that each of those people will have in common, or will have, even if it's not in common, or something that each of them will have, is a problem. One thing that we all are going to experience when you wake up, when I wake up in life, we're always going to have a problem. Maybe that problem would be our shoes are untied.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a problem. We need to solve this problem of tying shoes. Oh, what is the best way to tie? And so, or maybe the problem could be something as big as
a challenge. A challenge or a problem?
A problem or well, I don't know how I'm defining a problem as something that is incorrect.
Okay.
All right. So this problem.
Okay.
This problem is something that incorrect.
No, I see what you mean.
Or non-constructive. So that's what it is. We have problems in life.
Yes. Okay.
And some of these problems can be minute, or some of these problems can be very great. And I think a lot of the time people focus a lot of attention on the small problems.
Okay. Yeah.
And we try to ignore those
immediate problems.
It can be. Sometimes the immediate problems are the big problems, but we'll find a way to avoid those big problems. The problems that will need more time and more attention to solve, and focus on the smaller problems. But what I'm saying is that what I think my purpose is, what I think a lot of people's purpose is solving problems. Like we are on this planet, and the thing that we have are problems. The one thing that we all have are problems. Even if we don't have a bunch of money, or you might have money, but I may have no money.
Even if you have money.
Even if you have money, right? You have money, but I have no money. But guess what? We both have problems. Right. So I think our focus, as people on this planet, is solving problems. And solving problems meaning that we are not creating more problems. So it could be a house here. It can be a house. This is your house, and I need to go over here and build another house. And if I take all of the wood and if I take the nails out of your house to go build my house, I built my house, but now yours is leaning over it. I solved this problem, but I just created another problem. So our goal is to solve problems without creating more problems.
Yeah.
And I think that takes time and thinking. And a lot of people, you see, so many distractions out here.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we got the club, we got video games, we got TV,
And that's easy.
right,
It makes you forget.
right. Like what? I'm trying to find the quickest way to solve the problem, so I can get back to doing these other things.
But entertainment is also necessary, right?
But I think
For the brain, right?
I think
like we need to chill out
I think we
after solving so many problems.
But I think we entertain ourselves with deconstructive things, you know. So we make it fun. We make entertaining. We make fucking action movies. You know, we look at action movies where people going around with Uzis and shooting each other, and like that has become form of entertainment for people. You know, to literally watch a movie where people are getting cut and slabbed and stuff. Like this is entertaining for you. All right.
Right.
Like why is this the
You
entertainment?
disconnect your mind.
Right.
I think it makes me think like back in the days, right? In any culture around the world, entertainment was much deeper.
Mm.
Dancing, singing, gathering around a fire. That's international.
Mm.
That's international. Everywhere you go around the globe, people used to gather around a fire,
Mm-hmm.
and dancing maybe, but it was there was a meaning behind it.
Right. Some constructive purpose behind it is happening.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying needs to follow behind problem solving and and what we consider entertainment. If you're going to be entertained by something with constructivity behind it.
Right.
But a lot of the time it's a lot of deconstruction. Follow behind what we call entertaining people. Or our entertainment. We should be entertained by solving problems. Like that should be fun to us now. After you finish solving the problem, you should be able to stand up and say, "Yo, let me call up Mike. Mike, I did it. I solved the problem." It should be a sense of joy that flows through you because you're so excited about solving problems.
A sense of an accomplishment.
Yes.
But dude, when you graduate university, you're happy.
Mm-hmm.
When you finish a paper, an essay, you're happy.
Mm-hmm.
When you finish a day of work, you're happy. So, and yeah, you solve the problem of maybe it's. I was gonna say putting food on your table, but it's much more than that. For example, you are educating kids.
Mm.
Is it a problem, or is it just what it is, like what you're supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a mission, maybe, like every day you have missions. Also problems, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Like, there's no such thing as truth. But I think what you said is 90 plus, 90% plus of truth. So it's really interesting. Really interesting.
Something to think about, man. Please, nothing that I'm saying this evening. All right, you should take
Good note.
and live by. It's only a suggestion. It's all suggestions.
Oh, of course, and I think living in China, because I'm trying to connect things to China, right?
Mm-hmm.
It opened my eyes with that, like the different faces of truth.
Mm.
We all think, oh, okay, this is true, this is right.
Mm.
When another French person, because I'm French, says, oh no, you're wrong, I'm like, but if it's a Chinese person, I will take it more seriously, because this guy is so different from me.
Give me an example, like the French person say you right, you wrong about what, and the Chinese person could say you right. What happened?
There are so many things. Okay, I don't know. I need to think about it, but so many things. Like I don't know, economy, like the way people think about money, the perception of money, the perception of I don't know, happiness, society. The big topics, right? The big topics. It's so different. if I compare the French society with the Chinese society, we say in the West it's all about the individual, and here
Mm.
it's all about the society, the group. And to me, that was a shock. I wasn't used to that.
Mm.
And in the workplace, I see it uh, like it's real in the workplace, right? Because I'm always surrounded by Chinese people, so I see it in practice, not just theory. You know, like, oh, the Chinese know how to live together better, which is true. But then I see it happening, and I see how they do it. The
Mm.
process of having a harmonious society. I don't know what you think, but I think the Chinese society, or just Asia in general,
Mm-hmm.
which is so many countries, and they're so different from one another. Thailand, Japan, China, the Philippines, they're so different, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they have that harmony as a society. You know what I mean?
Why do you think that is?
Well, let me just finish the talking about the facts,
Mm-hmm.
okay? So, for example, people are more quiet.
Mm.
When you walk in the street, no one is shouting. The streets are pretty clean. They care. Like they. Of course, it's not perfect. For
Mm-hmm.
example, when I see people spitting in the street, for me it's not.
Mm.
But I mean, in France it's crazy. People spit like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, something that I really notice, like in France, we all look at each other. I don't know about in America. We all look at each other like we are ready to kill each other.
Mm.
Here, man, people mind their own business.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm on my way to work.
Right.
I'm on my way to the doctor. Like, yo, I'm living my life.
I can agree with that one though.
You
I
know?
can definitely agree. When I see
I don't
Chinese
care
move,
about you, man.
when I see Chinese out on the street, and I did this. I took my time. I sat in a park one day, just sat there. I was the only one keeping still. Everybody moving past me, just moving, and I was
Yeah,
sitting.
yeah, yeah.
Matter of fact, I
Yeah.
was sitting there with a friend of mine. I turned to her.
Keyword moving.
Oh,
You know?
I said, this system over here, it's just like everybody
Motion,
is
motion.
in motion. Everybody is trying to do something constructive over here. Like
Right, 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 right.
that's what I turned
And
into.
it doesn't mean they don't pay attention.
Right.
They do pay attention, man.
They're focused.
You know?
I can't knock that.
If you look at Chinese art, architecture, like, dude, it's incredible.
Mm.
The Forbidden City. Wow, I did a tour like with a guide who was a specialist, and wow, it's amazing. The amount of knowledge, culture, like in that building, the Forbidden City, and other places.
Hmm.
It's really impressive. Really, really impressive. You've been to the Forbidden City.
I haven't.
I mean, around it, you've seen it.
Well, I know where it is. Yeah, here in Beijing.
Like just from outside,
Mm.
I think it's super impressive.
The architect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel
Or
like.
just the buildings in Beijing. you
Yeah,
know?
I feel like they take their time to make sure they're showing their best selves.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's all about for me. I think that's what's going on, and in showing their best selves, man. I think the system has, or what they've developed over here, is a what do you call it? The not a model. it's like the standard, or
Okay.
expectation, of the person here to try to be as constructive as you can be and try to be the best version
Right,
of what it
right.
is that I literally watched the dude. I walked to work. I literally watched the same guy for like a week sweeping the sidewalk. They got the bamboo
Yeah.
sticks. The guys out there sweeping every morning. This man is out there, older guy,
Yeah.
like my granddad old.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's trying to be the best street sweeper known in Beijing, possibly in China. Like
That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna get it done. And that's like the kind of thinking that like has been embedded, and maybe that thinking it didn't affect everyone. All Chinese, but a large amount.
No, no, no. This is true.
Yeah.
Because I heard that before.
Mm.
Like they are trying to be the best at what they do
Right. That's what I'm
and be
noticing.
useful to the society.
Yes, they
As a
want
result,
and
yeah.
it's like I want to show that the name, because they say their last name, they family name first,
Yeah.
and then their first name. So it's
Yeah.
like
For us, is the opposite.
right, exactly. So it's almost like my family name has to. I gotta put on for this
But
family name.
it used to be like this, man. You asked me just before, why do you think that is?
Mm-hmm.
Why our societies are so different, or I don't know what you meant. Maybe you can rephrase the.
Well, I don't
Repeat
even
the
remember.
question.
I don't even remember. Man, you got me talking. When we
Well,
start
well,
talking, but hey, look, I think I was asking, why do I think?
Yeah. The difference.
I don't even think it was a difference. I felt like it was something else. I can't remember right now.
Well, so
I'm drunk off. I'm drunk off of Nangfu Spring. Hey man, we done said this name so many times in this damn video, man. They better sponsor us, man.
Nong
Yeah.
Fu Spring.
Yeah, they need
We
to.
love you, man.
They should sponsor us. I should get endless Nangfu Spring water for the next
I agree.
how many years? Man, nah, man. Issue y'all the big boys, man. We should get unlimited amount. All right, unlimited amount of Nangfu Spring.
Cheers to that.
You know what I mean?
In China you're supposed to go lower, right?
You see, I went low, didn't I?
No, but I'm just saying for the.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
they
for the
don't
people.
know. Maybe
Y'all
they
don't know. Y'all don't know
Maybe,
yet.
maybe they do.
Hey, if y'all don't know, but now you know. For real, hold up.
Yeah.
I'm a little parched. Gotta clear my vocals, man. Hey, man, but y'all got some fish over here now, man?
Yeah, and I'm really happy because they have been successfully living their lives for a few months now, so it's great.
Check that out, man. I was thinking about getting a pet, man, here, and I was like, you know what? I'm not about to.
What
Look,
kind of pet? Because
thing
a
is,
fish and a dog ain't
I
the
did.
same.
I mean, I got some pet plants. That's what I got. My pets are my plants.
Do you water them?
I gotta water them. I gotta feed them. I throw my banana pills in there. It's gonna biodegradable.
Right.
So they're gonna break down, and we're gonna pour some water in there. Add some what I want to call it, not topsoil, but some compost.
Right.
Add a little bit of compost in there. It's a process, but that's what I feel like I can manage, at this point, And the thing is, it's like I feel like the life I'm living right now, it requires me to be like water, man. I have to be able to flow from here to there, at means notice, adapt, That's what I'm
I see.
trying to put myself in position to be able to do,
I really like the fact that you see the benefit of learning from another culture.
Oh yeah.
People are closed, man. Look at the world right now. Shit is going down with Russia, Ukraine, America, China. Man. Right? And
It's
it's real.
happening.
It's real.
It's happening.
And then people are like, oh, yeah, we are all brothers, we want to cooperate. I mean, actions speak louder than words, man.
Mm,
You know?
that's a fact.
I don't care if people are talking really badly, maybe use bad words,
Mm-hmm.
bad language. Uh, maybe they are, the way they speak is not nice.
Mm.
But if they do good things, actions, right? I'm like, hey, this guy's okay. You know? On the contrary, if people do really bad things, bad actions, but they sweet talk you, I don't like that.
Mm.
You know what I
I
mean?
feel you.
So, and we are just doing what we can at our level. But them governments, they gotta chill, man, because we the people are we're at the end of the food chain, man. you know?
Man, these governments, they do what they want, man.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
They don't even. I feel like they be giving false hope and believe, making people believe that the people are in control, or they listen to what the people say. Man, they got their own agenda.
Right.
It is.
I mean, it's not that bad.
Oh yeah,
It's not that bad.
talk to me.
Because look, in 2022, right?
Mm.
You can go to China. You can get a job here.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really bothers you.
Mm.
And you got those people, especially in the States, I know that, or even in France, we have them as well. They shut themselves from the society. They go live in the woods,
Mm-hmm.
go live in the forests, go live. Do you want to do that? I don't really want to do that. I still want to be part of the society, and I want a good and nice government. Come on, guys, you know what I mean?
I think.
I want to be able to trust them, right? That would be so much easier. Guys, do your job because they got a job to do, right?
Yeah.
And I think in China, it's so different from our Western governments. Here, I can tell you my feeling is that they really care about the people.
Mm.
They feel like they are accountable to the people.
Oh yeah.
It's my feeling.
Okay.
And you know how we claim democracy and stuff
Right.
in the West.
Right.
But let me tell you, maybe, of course, this is debatable, I can assure you, China might be more democratic in the sense that the people, what they think, what they feel, that information will go up the pyramid.
Mm.
In our countries, man, you vote once every 5 years, and then you be quiet, sit down for 5 more years. You know what I mean? You vote for a president, it's like the big hype. Everybody's talking about it, and then boom, for 5 years you have nothing. You have no means of expressing yourself.
Right.
It only happens once every 5 years or 4 years or whatever, when you vote for the president, and then that's it. But in China, sure, they don't vote, but what I'm saying is that information is continuously going up the pyramid, continuously. I'm not saying it's perfect, right? No system is perfect, but when there's a problem, they will eventually solve it. It can be fast, it can be slower, but I think they are acting for the people. Look at how they've developed over the last 30 years, man. Look what's been happening in our countries over the last 30 years. When you compare, we're going down, they're going up. That's a fact. That's a fact.
And you feel like that is happening because their government is listening to the people.
I think that's a prerequisite
Mm.
to to a successful society,
Oh, okay.
that the leaders listen to their people.
Oh, okay.
You know how, well, I was going to say in Africa, but back in the days in Europe, it was the same. I'm talking centuries ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a chief of village, the chief of the village, right?
Yeah.
What is this guy's job? What is his job?
I don't know.
Day to day. He talks to the people, right?
Oh, okay.
He only does that, talking. Hey, you good? How was work today?
Mm.
Oh, work. I have this problem, like you said. I have this problem. I need blah blah blah, and that was his job to solve it right away,
Mm.
to get the approval of the population, right?
Right.
And in China, they are very aware of this. If you have the approval of the population, well, that's all you need. That's all you need. The people are happy with how you manage the country, how you manage the people. You know? And because they're happy, they will work in that sense.
Mm. It's like what they built over here. They build people who are. It's not just happiness. They like instill deep rooted pride, and they believe. They got believers. That's what they got. They believe in what is happening over here. They believe
In
in
society,
yeah.
in the group.
They believe in it, bro. That's what
I
it is.
think that's what
believers.
that's what's lacking, and that's what's disappeared in the West. It used to be there, man. You know, but now, can you say you are proud to be French? Can you say you are proud to be American, bro? Some people are like, what? Oh, look, your country did this and that and that. Hey, you know, we have to be together in the good and the bad.
Mm-hmm.
The Chinese, they know their history was not perfect. They don't care. They look at the future, man. And they always, you know, they also have this quality to accept the past. We cannot change it.
Mm.
Okay. Can you change the past?
You learn from it, man.
You can only change the future, right? And work towards a better future. And the way they assimilate that is so deep, man.
Mm.
Even in their day-to-day life, like they have an argument with someone. Okay, can we stop now and move on? Because I got stuff to do, man. Or are we gonna keep talking about this and this? Oh, your dog peed on my door yesterday. Are we gonna talk about this for 5 years or move on? You know?
Right.
Because that's what's happening in the West. You know? So, oh, your kid broke my window with his basketball. And for 5 years, the neighbors, they don't move on. In China, you won't see that.
Mm.
You won't see that. Oh, sorry. Okay, maybe I can give you some money. Okay, bye.
Mm.
I think moving on is a very good quality that they have. It's not perfect, but, you know, maybe there's something to learn from it, you know?
I mean, we got a lot to learn from people in general, man.
Right,
Just,
right.
you know, especially the ones over here on this part of the world, man.
Yeah, man.
So while I'm over here, at least, man, I'm gonna try to gain as much information, you know, that I believe is constructive
Yes.
to what I'm trying to do, and as I can, and hold on to it, man, and utilize it, you know, and to bring forth improvements. That's all I'm aiming for right now, man. Improvements, man.
What would you say is a better thing that the West has compared to Asia?
Something that is better.
Yeah, I mean better. No, you know what I mean, right? Like we've been saying so many good things about China, Asia. What do we have that we should keep and maybe share with them that they don't have, that they lack that they would benefit from?
Uh,
What's your opinion?
I would say that what the West has is it to me it has experience through problems that have happened or that have occurred, you know, in that part of the world, and I believe so. Follow me on this. China, as they say, is developing. You know, it is growing. You know, the way people thinking is changing. Where in the West, those thinking processes has happened. You know already. So what I'm saying is, China can learn from the West by seeing what happened that wasn't the right way. You know, and they have that. They're in position to learn from those experiences that happened in the West already. You know,
Okay.
especially in the States where
Economy.
see we talk we could talk economy, we could talk even in the area of just sociology and just groups of people and how people were interacting with people in a certain period in time in the States, and learn from what happened during those eras, and see, oh, how can we use look at these time periods, or look at these things that were happening at these times,
Yeah.
and learn from them. You know, how can we learn from them? So I think they have the West has age on China. You know, it's just age in the sense of it has grown faster, and China is coming up. You know,
Right.
It's on its way up. But as it's on its way up, it can learn from them as well. You know, so they won't make the same mistakes.
Right.
You know, that's what I think can happen.
Because we had that industrial revolution earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So everything just went so much faster with the machines, the computers,
Right.
and you know. So yeah, I know what you mean, and that came with social changes,
Right.
major and fast social changes in our societies, and you know, fast change is dangerous. It's dangerous, you know. Revolutions are very dangerous. You know, you will lose some things along the way. You know.
It's about.
But like you know, I want to know what good things do we have in the West that they don't have here.
What good things do we have? What are some things that we have there that they don't have here? I have no idea.
It can be anything. It can be anything.
Because everything that everything
It
that
can
I
be
want,
social. It can be whatever. You know.
I have not come across that thing yet. The things that I have,
Okay.
the things that I have when I'm back home, I can get here.
Right.
Maybe. Let me say this. Maybe sometimes when it comes to certain foods, you know.
Okay.
But other than that,
Well, that's
you know, that's in any part of the
cultural,
world. That's in any
right?
part of the
Yeah,
world.
yeah, yeah.
So it
Okay.
the things that I want my needs,
Yeah.
I can get here.
Yeah. Okay.
No problem. That's like, oh man.
Nong Fu Spring.
Yeah, man. The thirst quencher. Wait, not what's their slogan, man?
I don't know, man.
I don't even know, man. We better be getting a deal off of this.
Malcolm,
Talk to
let's let our viewers know that part 2 is coming up.
Oh yeah, man.
with Sir Errol.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to Arrow NYC. What up?
So y'all stay tuned.
Y'all got it. Y'all
We'll be back.
most definitely. Oh, do I give a shout out to social media?
Promptly, man.
Social. Oh.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
YouTube, just Malcolm Solomon, man. MALCOLM
All right.
SOLOMON.
Okay.
Follow me, subscribe, like. We're gonna probably plug it in there, into here. Instagram, Mr. Solomon.
We will. In the description below. You already know.
Instagram, Mr. Solomon 88.
Yes, sir. Instagram, IG.
Yes. MR.
We here.
We out here, man. I'll be chilling.
Guys, stay tuned for part 2.
Yeah. I'll catch y'all.
Peace.
Peace.